Maria, good morning.
Good
Good
morning.
morning, everybody.
Good
Awesome.
morning.
You
Hi,
ready, Gil?
Gil. Good to
What's up,
see you.
people? I missed you guys last week. Man,
Yeah.
it's happy to be here. Alliance Attractors Friday morning with Miss Livia. I can't wait to hear what you got to say.
Oh,
Hopefully
yeah.
you guys are buckled in. Remember, we do this for 45 minutes, and the action starts at the 46th minute, right? So what you learned today, we put into action because we are building legacy. So take your pen out, get your paper out, go old school. Write some notes down, but put things into action because we're going to build something special this year. 2026, I've said this before. I just told my wife yesterday, I was like, this might be the best year in my business ever. I think I'm going to make more money in 2026 than I've ever made in my life. I think we're going to have records on records on records, like, production records, like everything, stocks, Bitcoin, gold, silver, everything's a win when you take action, right? So if you learn something special today, put it in the chat, give her some love. Let's make sure that today we really pull the energy up, and let's just grow together, man. I'm so excited about what's happening in the marketplace and how we are the lighthouse for people, especially where pros like who are looking to level up. I've never been in a company that really focused on leveling people up where you're at, right? So, man, I'm feeling strong. I'll be honest with you. I did four third parties this week, and helped those people grow their business. So don't forget, I'm here available for you guys. If you guys need somebody to get on a three-way call, I got a three-way call immediately after this call. So I love what I do. So get them on me, get them on the call with me.
All right, Livia, let's get this started. We want to
Yeah, let's get the party started for
Party
sure.
started.
So guys,
Yay.
Livia was with us on the Gap Mastermind a few weeks back, and it was so powerful. And I know she has this incredible plan and process for the attraction side of the business. So we invited her to share that with us today. Okay. She's out of Orlando. We've known each other for many years now.
6 years now, I think. Yeah.
And I'm actually going to see you next week in Anaheim.
Oh my goodness. Yay. Let's
Yes.
walk on fire. I'm scared. I got to tell you, I'm scared because last time I got burnt, but I'm ready to do it again.
Let's
Are
go.
you guys doing UPW?
Yeah.
Yes. I need a little boost to get to my next level,
I've walked on fire maybe 6 or 7 times, and I've been burnt once. And
Really?
absolutely the time that I was
It's real.
burnt, the time I was burnt, like I like literally had to go to triage, but it was 100% because I was not in state. I was not in
Exactly.
state.
That's what it
The
is. I
person
was
in
scared,
front of
yeah.
me didn't get burnt, and the person behind me didn't get burnt, right? But I had done it 4 or 5 times already, and I kind of just like I was like, oh, this doesn't burn. It burns.
What's the worst thing that can happen?
No. It can't walk the next day. That's
It's real. It burns.
that's the powerfulness of being in state, right? Being in a mindset where like you can't even get burnt by the fire. It's 2,600 degrees. So just remember, cool moss, cool moss, cool moss. Stay in state.
Cool boss. Yeah, I'm
All
ready.
right.
I'm ready.
Let's get into it.
To
Livia,
ask
it's all yours.
don't you have to be, mind ready to walk into that?
Yeah.
Because then you're going to get burned if you're scared
Yeah.
immediately.
Yeah.
And then, you said, you only got burned once. And I said, so at that moment, you got out of your mind. You got out of being focused.
Yeah.
But I never had done it, but since you're saying it, I imagine.
Sign up for the next one.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Sure.
Okay, so how many of you guys were here for the Gap Mastermind? Because my plan was to talk a little bit about my video journey and how it completely changed my life, my business, my rev share, my passive income. Or should we just talk about attraction and how I'm using that? Just wondering.
Attraction is the game. It's Friday. Alliance Attractors. Let's go.
Let's do it. Let's do it. So gosh, my story. So I started at EXP with Veronica Figueroa, and I was doing attraction then, funneling people to the team. But I got really mad because all the 7 people I brought, at some point, they all left. So I'm like, well, what's the point of all this work if, one of them wasn't cut out for it, one of them went back to corporate. So I was sort of jaded about that. And then I took a break and I went to Keller Williams, and I just returned home to EXP in December of last year. So it's been what, 8-9 months. And I came back with a plan. So a little bit about my video journey and my business. I started posting videos on social media. If you guys follow me, you know that I promote new build property tours, and I post one video every single day. That's what I decided to do about 1,000 videos ago. And it's insane. We get hundreds of inquiries every month just by posting free videos. So what that has done for my business, number one, it enabled me to create a sort of a digital product, if you will, right? I created a mini course, 3 of them actually, teaching agents how to get at least 10 deals in the first year by posting free videos, organic videos. So I have that digital course, and then I have my automation, and I run Facebook ads, and I promote it everywhere. And that's actually linked in my Instagram. And that brought me a lot of agents. Literally, I had an agent in August. He called me about the course to ask me some questions because he saw the promotion. Next thing you know, he joined us in a week. He was talking to somebody from EXP for a year, but then he called me and we decided to co-sponsor with somebody in Tampa. So that's the power of these courses. So that's the number one thing that I do. And I got to learn, I made them a little more expensive because I spent about $5,000 in Facebook ads, and Facebook ads are pricey, right? So I have to calibrate it. But hey, if it brought me a few agents, I'm pretty happy with that. So that's the number one thing that I do. And if you don't have a course, you could use a listing presentation, go buy one on Etsy and create a magnet, or, sell it with $15. And if agents buy it, that's how you can attract them. And funny story, that's how I was brought back to EXP. I met James Massey from Atlanta online through a listing presentation. I literally wanted to sort of call him to pick his brain. I wanted to buy his presentation, to steal it and duplicate it to sell it. And next thing you know, he called me for 5 months, and he convinced me to cross over to EXP. So right now I have about 22 agents in the downline. I've been working on it, and it's been hard, right? Because you got to do a lot of 3-way calls. You got to convince agents. And even though I offer them a lot of value, a lot of them are like, well, but I'm happy where I'm at now. Do I have to leave my broker? I know you give me the value. I know you give me leads. I know you give me all that, but I'm happy where I'm at. So then I tell them, well, stay there and do nothing, so it takes me a while to kind of work on them and be patient, because some of them take 3, 4, 5, 6 months to come over, right? So that's number one thing. That's the course that I do. The other thing that I've been doing,
Hey,
and
Lydia,
this was
where is that course at? Just out of curiosity.
Yeah, so the course is linked to my Instagram profile. If you go to the link in bio, you will see that's like a hot funnel, copy paste my automation, and then the mini reels course. And I also offer, if they want to hop on with my virtual assistant and set up the funnel machine with the Zapier, the ManyChat, the CRM, the drips, I pay my virtual assistant $5 an hour, but I charge $150 for that, and I sell quite a few. I actually sold about $20,000 in the courses this year, which is not a lot, but I'm working on it, I have to promote it. And then of course, all the agents that partner with me, I tell them, hey, you get the course, you get my coaching, all that. All right. The other thing that I'm doing, it was inspired by Tina Call when we went to Cabo this year, which was absolutely amazing. And I hope to see you guys again. To see you in Cabo next year. Tina Call was talking on stage, and she said she started with obviously 0 agents, like we all do in the beginning. And she ended up having 1,500. And her recipe was a Zoom call every single Friday at 10 o'clock. Providing value to agents, whether it was how to get listings or how to show them this or that. And I figured, if she could do it, I can probably do it. So let me shoot for 1,000 agents in 5 years. So that's kind of my mindset. So I started doing TikTok webinars. because the video formula works so good on TikTok. Literally, somebody that bought my course the other day said they got 5 leads within 2 videos on TikTok. TikTok works faster than Instagram. So what I do, I just do TikTok masterminds and I invite big agents that do well on TikTok. And then I tell my story and we attract a lot of agents like that. We have that on Eventbrite posted and it's reoccurring. And we just keep getting phone numbers, emails. And sometimes we only get 2 people show up. Sometimes we get 19 people show up. And sometimes it's discouraging, right? Because I'm like, well, here I am offering this value and where is everybody? But I guess, you know, if Tina did it, I can do it too. And I just have to keep being consistent. So twice a month, and you guys are invited. Feel free to join us on the TikTok webinars every other Friday. The next one is on Friday at 11, next Friday. And let's see, I'll drop the link in the chat, or you can see it on my Instagram because I'll be promoting it. And feel free, if you guys want to co-sponsor or if you're trying to attract agents, you can invite them to the TikTok mastermind. I myself learn a lot from it. And I've been doing TikTok. I get hundreds of leads from TikTok. I always learn something. All right. So that kind of helps too. Another idea, I'm just going to keep talking at you guys and let me know if you have questions or if you do something similar. Another idea that I've been implementing is in-person video workshops, because who doesn't want to learn how to do video, right? Who doesn't want to get free leads? So what I do, I call the builder, I set the date, the builder brings the food, they bring champagne, mimosas. The builder even promotes my flyer to their agent database, which is really good. And then I put it on Eventbrite, and I just kind of invite everybody. The last one that we've done, we had about 35 people show up. We ran out of water, out of food. It was kind of nice to see the room fill up. I do them every month. I have to schedule another one. And it's very powerful. A lot of my attraction downline came from the video workshops. All right, and let me see. Oh, and the last thing that I do, Juana Fernandez, go ahead. You had a question?
Yes, good morning. When you said you do mastermind in TikTok, do you do the EXP explain or what kind of mastermind is it?
Oh, that's a great question. So I'm sort of winging it. Initially, it was me explaining how I get free leads from videos. Then I invite my success story, my students that took the course or my partners. For example, Clemence, she does video every day and she gets about 20 buyer appointments for new construction every week. So then I just invite her to speak. I tell them about my video journey and then I showcase Clemence or Ariel, who are, you know, basically blowing it up on TikTok and Instagram. But what I'm going to start doing now, which I think is great for attraction, is look for big agents on TikTok that are, you know, having a lot of followers, and not only invite them to speak, but then after that, create the relationship with them and then sort of bring them to the opportunity. So that's what we do. I do not sell EXP, but what I do is I tell them, listen, I present my courses at the end and I tell them, listen, all of our partners, they get the masterminds, they get my one-on-one coaching, they get the free mini courses, and then later on they call me, and that's how I reel them in. And after that, I schedule an appointment with James, my sponsor, a 3-way call, and we reel them in. We probably had about, I don't know, 50 3-way calls this year, honestly, with him, which is like, it's daunting, right? Especially in the beginning when nothing happens, but he's sort of helping me close them.
Amazing, thank you.
Absolutely. Lucy, good to see you, my friend.
Hi,
Hi.
Livia. How are you? Good to see you. So I want to dig a little deeper on the video workshops. I think that's really cool. And
Yeah.
so break it down for us a little bit more. Do you do it at the actual builder's location? Tell us a little bit more the step by step.
Of course. Yes. So in the beginning, I do it at the builder location. I try to pick like a nice luxury builder. Obviously, everybody wants to host a workshop. And I made a mistake in the beginning because I was giving away the cow. literally when I show people, I used to teach my formula, teach my automation in 1 hour, and then I split people up in groups with my captains, with the people that would get leads, and they were literally teaching them everything, and they would go make videos and get leads, and they would never come back to us. So I had to adjust a little bit. And I just had to kind of be a little bit mysterious, right? So give them a little bit, I show them a lot of the success stories. I bring my big agents to just showcase their success and how video worked for them. And after that, I just give them like 3 templates. I have a little worksheet. I give them some hooks, like the point of view hook. I tell them do a tour, start with the kitchen, like a little guideline, and I send them off. I'm like, okay, you guys 3 go make a tour of that model home. And I don't really tell them too much, but it's very interactive. We have a good time. It's good networking and good relationship building.
Thank you so
that's why-
much.
Of course. And I suppose you could do these workshop for anything. You could teach something else, like how to get listings, and say, hey, let's go to the builder and make videos. Maybe hire a videographer that will film agents and edit for them. Mhm. Yes. So, and there is one more thing that I do for attraction, another hook, because I absolutely, when I came over, I just hate recruiting. I'm bashful and I'm very shy when it comes to sort of like my mindset is just very weird, because I hate calling agents to bring them over, right? It got easier though. So I called this one guy that was the listing agent for a $1 million deal. And I was thinking, this guy, I mean, what can I bring to this guy? I mean, he must be doing really good. And then I called him and I told him, hey, by the way, do you know anybody that wants leads? Because I have a few leads from my videos. And if you know anybody, I'm looking to add people. And he's like, Livia, me, I need leads. And I was so surprised that he welcomed my call. And then at the end, a few hours later, he texted me something that almost made me cry. He said, Livia, it's God's work. I was in such a rut. I was having a hard time, and I've been seeing all your success online. And you are my angel. Literally, you came as a blessing in my life. And I'm so glad that I joined your group. And I was like, wow, there's people out there that need us, that need help. And that totally changed my mindset, Whew, mouthful.
Hey, can I ask you a question based on something you said earlier? You said you've done about 50 three-way calls this year, about one a week so
Yes.
far, right? So
Well, yeah,
Yep.
kind of.
tell me, like on 50, did you bring in 5? Did you bring in 10? Like what does that look like to you?
So probably from the 50, I brought about 12, I would say, from
So
those. And some I'm still working on because it takes a while.
So you're kind of batting about 1 out of 4 plus the nurturers that come out of long-term engagements. And I'll be honest with you, like many of you guys were on multiple three-way calls before you actually joined. I probably was on
Exactly. Yeah.
personally was probably on 4, 5, 6 three-way calls before I joined. So it's not a one and done for agents that are experienced agents. Like you mentioned, specifically targeting upper echelon agents that are already producing videos and things of that nature, who have their own lead magnets and stuff like that. And I love your strategy of ego filling, which that's what I call, like,
Oh, yeah,
where
the
you're
ego filling, right? Yeah.
yeah. Hey, like, I got the stage, I got the production, everything set up. Just need to come on and bring your database and of information, and let's give some value. And like in that world where you're lifting somebody up and you're recognizing somebody in authority, and you're probably presenting them in a way that everybody likes, like it immediately gives you some credibility and conversation pieces with that person, that the wall is down, right? So
Yeah,
you can
because we're
have advantage.
collaborating, and
Yeah,
yes.
you have a reason to talk to them. You can follow up with them and things of that nature. If it's a great event, they look forward to the next one. They want more information, things of that nature. That's a brilliant strategy. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes. And I'm thinking even maybe reach out further and do video workshops with them, and
Mm.
say, hey, I'll come to Tampa. I'll come to you. Let's talk to a builder. Let's attract some agents, and then I can pull from there. following, or I don't know. I haven't figured out. It's such a work in progress.
Yeah,
Such a
yeah. But there's something about that collaboration that takes down the walls of having to recruit somebody. You know, I've said this before, one of the books that changed my life, and I will say it's the number one book that I can say out of all the books I've read. I've read a lot of books, right?
yeah.
Was this big, and I only read 2 pages of the book, and I didn't read the book for another year. And I've said this book here many times. It's the Little Black Book of Networking, and it was written
Really?
by Jeffrey Gitomer. And the first
I gotta
page of
read
the
it.
book, the first page of the book is like 6 words, right?
Hmm.
It says, "People want to do business with their friends whenever possible." That's what it says. Like when you open the book, not even on a page, like on the inside cover of the book, like right there, it says it there. And on
Mhm.
the second page, it said people want to do business with their friends even when it's not so possible. I read those 2 pages. I closed the book. I didn't read the book for another year. And I immediately started building my business because the aha light went on and said, oh, if I want to build my business, I need more friends. And what a
Yeah.
great way to get more friends by lifting someone up, inviting them to have more business and prosperity, smiling, having an environment where I'm not recruiting you. We're just having a good time. We're just learning together. We're growing together. We're like, it's brilliant. I love that ego. Like it's probably not a great name to call it, but ego filling is definitely, in my mind, an easy way to remember it. Um,
That's a good psychology. I love that, and that's so true. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Well, I do want to mention one more thing. So my biggest hook that has helped me when I call agents to schedule a call is leads, right? So I think we all have access to Jay Kinder's new construction funnel. How many of you guys use that for new agents? Do you
And
use
you're talking
that?
about Accelerate, right?
Correct. Yeah. Accelerate the new build funnel. So for me, it's just really easy to reach out to all the agents that I know and say, hey, how's it going? Yeah. And anybody can do better, honestly. I've never heard one agent say, oh, I'm just so good. They're like, yeah, the market is a little slow. The leads are tough to come around. So what I tell them, I don't even try to convince them. I tell them, I met this guy in Atlanta. He's gonna load you up with leads. He built a Facebook funnel for me. Dude, I got 100 leads a month for $10 a day. I'm happy to connect you with him if you want. So that's literally what I tell them. And they're like, oh my God, thank you so much. I'd love to be connected with him. Please introduce me. So then we hop on the three-way call. They watch the video with the Facebook, ads. And then James sort of shows him all the numbers and how he has 1,200 agents, talks about the passive income opportunity, and he closes them for me because I haven't managed to close them yet. you know, he helps me out.
Olivia, I can tell you, I still to this day don't close anybody.
Really.
And I think that's very important to understand is like, uh, we have a community, and it's way easier for someone to make a decision outside of the one-on-one because our guard is up, right? Like it's like, oh,
Mhm.
you're a salesman, you're trying to sell me on something, right? So our guard is up.
Mhm.
But when they're introduced to more people and it's an environment and the guard is down, they can ask the better questions. What I find is like, I could ask them, hey, do you have any questions? Do you have any questions? Do you have questions? But then, like a Jay Kinder gets on there and they start asking a gazillion questions. And I'm like, dude, that could be questions. Why am I wasting Jay's time? But it's because the environment allows that. Like, I can tell you, if you absolutely want to guarantee yourself, when I say guarantee, I mean with a 99% certainty that you're going to recruit somebody, bring them to a big event like EXPCon. And I want to tell you guys how I do it. And I'm having to like steal other people's tickets because if you don't want to bring somebody on your Explorer Pass, I'm going to bring somebody on your Explorer Pass. But here's the deal. I was like, hey, are you going to that real estate event where pros go to grow? It's in October. It's like, dude, it's awesome. I went last year. It was ridiculous. And I was like, oh, when is it? Oh, it's at the end of October. Like, it's like they bring the top 1% of agents and brokers throughout the country. There'll be agents from KW, Coldwell Banker, a bunch of different companies, EXP, right? Which there will be.
Mhm.
And it's in Miami, Florida, which, like, how can you go wrong there, right? It's beautiful weather. Dude, are you going? I'm going. I was like, and if I'm introducing is be obviously somebody that I would offer an offer pass is like, Hey man, I think I have access to like a buddy pass, like it's like they give you like a spouse pass, like, but it's like we'll put a wig on you and you'll be fine. Like, but that's how I play it. I don't tell them they're going to an EXP Con event, right? I tell them, hey man, there's awesome real estate events in Miami. They're doing everything from luxury to how to get leads to how to overcome objections. It's where pros go to grow. It's the top 1% of agents and brokers in the country, and they're all collaborating. It's a 3-day event, and I went last year, and I said I will never go a year without going.
Mhm. That's nice.
What,
I
what
like
do you say
that.
about that, Vincent? Like, how do you get people to show up to an event? And by the way, have you ever brought anybody to an event like that and them not join?
Uh, very few. I think everybody is either in process, right? Some of them will
Well,
take
last
two.
year you brought somebody and it took them a little time, but they joined. Raphael,
Yep,
was it?
yep, they're here
Yeah.
with us. They might be on the call right now. But
Yep.
you know, and it doesn't have to be one of these travel events, right? Some of us on the call, we're here in New York, and here I'll put one into the chat right now. Uh, this is coming up on October 28th. The CEO of EXP, Leo, is going to be there. He's going to be speaking, and in fact, a couple of you guys here I met from that call. Right?
Oh, wow.
I think yeah, I think Desmond we met like 7 years ago at this event or 6 years ago at this event.
100%,
Right? And
100%.
yeah, it took you a little time, but you're here and
Okay.
you're growing. Des just came back. I don't even know if he's still there, but from the grand opening in Japan.
Yeah. And that's
Definitely.
again, just saying, hey, are you going to the expo? Like, just yeah, I'm going, dude. It's gonna be awesome. I went there last year. It was an incredible event. I learned so much stuff. Right? That's how, like, always play things up. Always be excited about the next event. Always know there's 3 events that are coming up in the future, because if they can't make one, it's like, well, I'm also going to this one, right? Because the moment they tell you they can't do it, they'll tell you, well, keep me in mind for the next event. Oh, dude, what? Like, I'll tell you the next event right now, right? Good stuff. This looks like a really good event, actually. If Leo's going to be there, I would definitely show up.
Yeah, I've got part of the growth team there, so I'm going to be bringing people and lining them up, right? That's my third party. I really love that, Livia, you have this entire process. You've got this machine built out, but you still have James help you with the third party, and I think it's such an incredible part of the process and a necessary part of the process. I really like the fact that you don't have everything perfected, but you're still doing it.
Well,
Right?
definitely
You're
work in progress, and I come up with different ideas.
Yeah.
And actually, to mention, I have an attraction funnel, right? So we have 400 realtors on our database from January of this year. Emails and contacts from the course, from the Eventbrite links, from the video workshops, So now I'm trying to come up with a realtor newsletter twice a week to sort of speak to them and mold that audience.
That's a great idea. Some of us have really large lists, and we're trying to figure out what to do with them. I think that newsletter is a great way to kind of stay in front of them.
But Gil, I don't know what to write. ChatGPT.
ChatGPT.
Can I just tell you something? Can I tell you something that I used to do that before ChatGPT came along? I would go through and I would subscribe to other people's newsletters, all of them, everybody's newsletter, until I could find one that I really liked, and I pretty much copy pasted their newsletter as my own. And I would go in Word format, and I would copy paste it, put it in Word. I would change the font, and I would find I would always change the first 2 lines, right? And then I would change a few different things, and guess what? I got a newsletter.
That's
Like,
amazing.
There's no reason why you don't have a newsletter. And by the way, I had an investor newsletter that I used to do, and I would put in like, oh, just sold. This was a great deal. If you want some more, just type amen or something like that right there, right? And by the way, my newsletter, I would say, like, we had such an overwhelming response to the last one. There was only like 1 person originally on the list, and I would make it sound like thousands were people, and I would just keep adding to it. I think at the highest level, I had like 72 people on my investor list. but I always made it sound like it was like, dude, my phone wouldn't stop ringing, blah 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 blah. It's like, don't miss on the next one. Like, if you want to get on a call, let me.
Perception is reality.
Yep. And now we get
They
to do that
don't
with
know,
social media. We get to do that with social media and just let people see us like we are an authority. Like it's almost like being on TV. Like we take it for granted, but we have a whole, opportunity to be on a production show and we reach strangers all the time. Like it's an amazing thing to be on social media and offer value. I think the one thing that you mentioned, Olivia, that we didn't really touch on was like you kind of follow, Gary V's mentality as far as attraction, right? So Gary's big thing is like offer value, take
Oh,
something in
right.
return.
Punch, punch, punch. Yeah. Offer a lot of
Yeah.
value, free value,
Yeah.
and then hit them up with the sale. I love
Yep.
Gary Vee. I'm so obsessed. I listen to him 1 hour every day, guys, on YouTube. And sometimes I'm thinking I post too many videos, it's too much, this is boring, house tours. But then I listen to Gary Vee and he sets me straight. He yells at me and I'm like, okay, I want to do some more videos.
Yeah,
It's never
yeah, I can
enough.
tell. I can tell you definitely. I didn't know you listened to him, but like you can
Of
tell, like in your content, like your content strategy, the amount of content you put out there, and the value that you offer, just like freely and openly. But but if you want to buy it, here it is, right? In fact, I've heard you do your presentations before where you're giving away the information, but you're like, hey, but by the way, if you want to buy it, like it's right there, right? And even
Yeah.
people that have actually just got it for free will go back in there and buy it anyway. I was like, I almost clicked on it myself.
Sometimes, yeah. Well, I'm trying to perfect that presentation, and the value listening to other people because I don't even know where do you plug it. Some people say do not sell in the first webinar. Kind of put a plug and then email sell in the newsletter. So I'm just sort of trying different ways. I don't even know in order to attract them. Sometimes I'll tell them, hey, collaborate. Oh, something else that I have to tell you guys. So since I have so many leads, I use this as an attraction tool. So what I do, I tell agents, okay, so you're slow, you're hurting. Here's my value proposition. When you partner with me, I teach you how to get 10 extra deals from the videos, all organic. I load you up with a Facebook funnel if you want to spend $5, $10 a day, and I give you referral leads at 30%. So right now I have about 15 agents working my leads from Instagram and 5 people on the team. So that's another thing that I do where I just sort of give them leads and they love that. And it's not even a lot of leads. It's maybe 15, 20 leads a month, right? Or appointments by the virtual assistant. But they come for that too.
So what are you actually in your newsletter, like coming up with new ideas? Give me a gist of your newsletters. What are you saying? Because like people hear this newsletter idea, and by the way, like you just have to execute these things, right? You just have to go out there and put the first one out there and just improve. Give yourself the license to do it and improve, right? So tell me like topics in your newsletter that you're offering value with.
So what I'm focusing on right now is success stories about the video, right? Because I'm leading with video and I tell them, hey, our partners get all this included, right? So I tell them, for example, the other day, hey, I was on vacation for 21 days and I got back to 11 pendings in September from everybody, 4 of my own and, other ones from the team, plus, 50 leads. All that when I was on vacation. If you want to do that, go ahead and come to our TikTok webinar, TikTok Mastermind, and learn how to do video.
So you take other people's success stories. So you're highlighting, hey, this person got this result and they did this really well, blah blah. And if you want more information, you can get this stuff like that. One thing that
Exactly.
Vincent does really well, and that I've always been like, man, I should be doing that too, is every time something comes out by the company, he highlights it, right? Hey, here's something else the company's doing great. Or he's like, plugging it and then sharing that information. A lot of times I learn what the company's doing by watching Vincent pages.
Oh,
Be the
yeah.
authority for your market. Like go out there and let people know what's happening because you'd be surprised how many people are unplugged that you can plug them in through your own message, right?
Right. Like Canva Pro, EXP is offering Canva Pro for free or other different
And not only
things.
that, they offer not only Canva Pro for free, but the whole system, how to use it, right? Because it's one thing to have the system, but it's another to be like, this is how you use this effectively. You go to By the way, I love the new toolkit. By the way, I don't. There's like now. There's a toolkit for everything. You just go to exptoolkit.com and all the toolkits are there. So you don't have to remember it's exptoolkit/Canva. You just go exptoolkit.com and all the toolkits are there.
You know what? It's as simple as following the right accounts from EXP. They've got Wendy Forsythe. She is on top of her marketing game, right? So
I need to follow her.
everything, all the different international countries you could follow. You could follow the different organizations within EXP, and everybody's got updates and everybody's got announcements. They already curate the video for you, so you just have to share it out. Right? It's all done for you. And I think the templates are even in Canva. So you could grab those, put your information in, customize it, and it's your announcement all of a sudden.
I have two questions for Livia. On the emails, on the newsletter that you send, do you use, for them to subscribe to that newsletter, do you use a different email to funnel them? Or you use your general email that you have with EXP?
So what we do, the way we collect emails, there's a few ways. So number one, people that buy the course, we get their email, right? And then we throw into Kajabi where we compile the list. On Eventbrite, they sign up because they want to attend an event or the video workshop. So we take those, we import them in Kajabi. Other ways, we have a magnet for agents, like a buyer guide, and we tell them, hey, agents, if you want to use this buyer guide, steal our template, take it, we give it away for free. And we use one of those capture pages where when they click to get the tool for free, we ask for their name, email, and phone number, and that's how we collect it. I think you can use Flowdesk, StanStore, Linktree, probably to capture that info. That's how normally they get funneled in.
I see. And another question that I have, it was regarding that you spoke about it earlier, that the new constructions and that you get leads for clients or customers for new construction. How are you doing with it? Because sometimes it's difficult. I'm in North Carolina, so sometimes it's like when I found clients, they already, they just look at me and they know they go directly over there and over here at the new constructions, for example, for Lennar, they already have agents in the office. So when a client goes over, a customer goes over there, that customer will be for Lennar's office itself. But I know we are in the different states, but how do you go about it so that you don't lose them? Because once it's a new construction and you bring them there, the new builder will take care of it. I mean, I like to be behind it all the way. But how are you doing that over there? And I know you are in New York. I understand that.
Yeah, in Orlando, actually. We're in Orlando.
Oh, okay.
So the way we do it, I mean, it's a relationship game, right? So we post a video every day, and some people watch our videos for 7-8 months, and they're quiet, and then they text me and they're like, Livia, we're coming to town next month. So at that point, I mean, we build ourselves as an authority. They trust us. They see we have 100 builders, like, because all of our inventory is out there. And then we talk to them, we schedule a call, then we schedule a Zoom, we sign the buyer agreement. One of our agents actually had a crazy story. She's been talking to these people online and never met the people. All of a sudden she gets a call from them. Hey, Patricia, we find a home and we're going to put a contract at a new build. And she was so mad. She's like, what do you mean? Who did you go with? Did you choose another realtor? And they're like, no, you're our realtor. We want to put your name down because we're at a builder now and we're signing a deal. And she had never met them, but they were watching our videos. So maybe some people you will lose going to the builder by themselves. A lot of them will come to you, we'll schedule appointments, and then you get to nurture them and guide them.
But you just said it's about the relationship.
Sure, it's about the relationship, talking to them and doing the fact finding and guiding them.
Thank you.
So what I understand from what you're saying, Livia, is that having created the videos, the people who are consuming the videos, they create a parasocial relationship with you, right? So they think they know you because they see you, they trust you, they can see that you're experienced, that you're knowledgeable. And so this builds a trust that they want to work with you, even though they can go walk into the builder, but they feel like they know you and they want you on their side. And so everyone wants to work, like what Gil was saying, everyone wants to work with someone that they know, right? With a friend, and they feel like they know you. So you may lose some that will probably go straight to the builder, but those who do want to work with you because they feel like they know you, like you, and trust you are going to ask you to be their realtor.
That's very true. And people are mesmerized, you know. Sometimes I was at a builder and this lady was looking at me from the side and she said, "You sound just like in the video." Like it was like, you know, I'm like, yeah, it's me. What do you want? But it definitely has the effect of TV, like Gil was saying, right? You post videos and you get instant credibility, like you're a famous person.
Amazing. We're coming up to the end of this thing. Any last words of advice for the group, Livia?
Gosh, last words of advice. Well, I would say just if you have a goal to build passive income, like I do, like we all do, I would say number one, go on Eventbrite and create an event. It's free. And whatever it is, there's a ton of lost and new agents out there that need help, you know, just how to get listings and if you don't know how to do it, get somebody that has authority and invite them to speak at your event because we have so many people. I guarantee you that you'll probably collect, if you post that reoccurring every 2 weeks, you'll get a minimum of 100, 200 realtor contacts and get in touch with them and create a reason to speak. And the number two thing, I would just definitely go to the builders and do an in-person workshop because the builder does everything for you. You just have to call maybe 10, 20 agents before the event, invite them, and there you have it. That's a funnel for you.
Awesome. Two things. Number one, take one of the things that Livia talked about, and she talked about so many of them, and just put it into action right away, right after this call. Okay. The second thing is don't let it end here. Connect with her so that you can keep
Absolutely.
it going. Okay. So that you have the opportunity to continue to learn from each other, to build business together, to refer business to each other. And, you know, and that's it. That's my two pieces of advice. All right.
Looking
Thank
forward
you.
to connecting with you guys, and let's co-sponsor some people, bring them over to the TikTok workshop. I actually just texted you the link. Vincent, can you throw it in the chat? Because I'm not
Yes,
on my
I can.
computer.
Yep.
But once you sign up, you'll get on my newsletter and you'll get to see what I put on the newsletter. Pressure's on now. I got to kick up my realtor newsletter game.
All right, there it is. We're all signing up. We'll see
Perfect.
you
Please do every
next
other
Wednesday.
Friday and bring your agents and let's learn from each other how to get some deals from video. Thank you
Awesome.
guys. I appreciate you having
Thank you.
me.
Thank you,
Let's
Lydia.
stay in touch.